Hi, I'm Leon, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Air Warriors Easy Shot, a continuation of Air Warriors Easy series, and, well, it's got some quirks to it. Let's take a look. The Easy Shot is a top prime lever action. I've done this joke before, so I've kind of just landed on top prime, because you prime in the very weird, interesting way. And that's true for their series of blasters, which, yes, I do consider this a series, where this is the Easy Shot, this is sort of the middle ground, and then you have the Easy Crossbow, which I'll be reviewing soon, and then you have the Easy Fire, which is the first iteration. All of them are characterized by their top prime that goes in an actual mechanical lever, and they all kind of work the same. So you can't really hate that. But one of the things I will end up talking about is the price point that this blaster is specifically at, and why I think that's not as good as I'd like it to be. Still, quite a bit to talk about, but also not a lot at the same time, so I'll just start with a general overview of the blaster. No Air Warriors, Nerf rails, Nerf attachment points, no attachment points anywhere. The only thing you can really customize is your capacity, depending on what type of mag you want to run. So this is the Air Warriors 14. And this blaster is compatible with all Nerf mags as well. What you see is honestly what you get. And what you get is a decently middle ground between the Easy Fire and like a pistol. Just a little handheld primary. Similar to the Aeon Pro, I'd actually call it, in the way it's sort of configured to be like a mid-range sort of blaster. But apart from that, nothing else to really talk about. So I'll just go ahead and talk about the fit and finish of the blaster, which would be first, the priming handle. I prefer this one slightly less than the one on the Easy Fire. The Easy Fire just feels a little more rounded and a little more finished. And especially the prime strength and weight, this one definitely takes a bit more force than the Easy Fire. There's not that smoothness factor that you would expect. Because for anybody who's ever handled an Easy Fire, the prime is exceptionally smooth on it. While the Easy Shot, shooting at around the same distance, is a little stiffer. Nothing really to complain about, honestly. It just feels a little less fluid, which is fine. The stiffness is one thing. It's honestly personal preference, but works the exact same. Still relatively comfortable. One thing that I will say is not super comfortable, though, is the grip. I actually find this grip to be a little too big, particularly this plastic bit that kind of juts out here. I'm not really sure. It's definitely better than most of what Air Warriors tries to do, but this one feels a little big. That's actually kind of the general theme for this blaster. Feels a little big. But I'll get into that once I get to my opinion. Honestly, yeah, the grip is really big, and I have more than enough clearance for my entire hand on it. Which, on the one hand, hey, that's good for people with really big hands, but on the other hand, would smaller shooters have an issue with it? Most certainly. Still, not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. And the mag release is going to be the exact same that you saw on the Easy Fire, and I think this is Air Warriors' kind of new mag release, and I absolutely love it here. And I'm super glad that they seem to be moving forward with this style of mag release instead of the old button. Although the old button wasn't that bad either, this is just an improved design and it's a nice little paddle. Honestly, I like it. Magwell is decently smooth. This blaster worked with basically every mag I tried to test it with, so that's the new X-Shot Pro mags, the new style Air Warriors 14s, any sort of Nerf mag I tested it with, and included Air Warriors 8-round mag with the clips on it. It's weird that it only includes one of them, which I really praised the Easy Fire for coming with these two mags for $20, while the Easy Shot only comes with one 8-round mag, which is designed to work with another 8-round mag. So I thought that was a little interesting. Let's go ahead and talk about the darts, and I am happy to report Air Warriors has completely ditched the long distance dart. You'll still see them in a lot of Dollar General releases, particularly the Exterminators, the monorails, so all of those will sort of come with them. But for their new Air Warrior stuff and their new Adventure Force stuff, the AccuBlast darts are here. This is a good thing. Like a really good thing. I am super impressed with these darts. I like how they perform. They feel really nice. And I definitely would have compared them if they were sold separately in my dart comparison video. But I am a big fan of these. These are a huge upgrade to the long distance darts, and I'm happy to see them here. And they'll also be coming out with a couple of other blasters, like the Blitz 6 and the Easy Crossbow and all the other ones from Air Warriors. So pretty cool. But yeah, simple operation. Prime up top. Go ahead and load in your mag. Load in your mag like so. Prime forward and fire. Fires pretty well, actually, which is good. I haven't had any of the inconsistency problems I've had with the Easy Fire, with the Easy Shot, but time will tell, so definitely check the pinned comment. But I did have some experience with this one, and everything's been pretty reliable, including the Slam Fire. Yeah, Slam Fire is pretty cool. Comes in a nice little package. Honestly, everything about the Easy Shot just kind of screams nice little package. But I'll let the firing demo sort of speak for itself. Let's see, fire. This is a not super fair comparison, but a comparison that needs to happen. The Easy Fire versus the Easy Shot. And for numbers' sake, I'll throw in the Easy Crossbow despite the fact that I don't have it on the table with me. The Easy series right now is comprised of 3 blasters. The Easy Shot at $15, the Easy Crossbow at $17 to $18, and the Easy Fire at $20. So the Easy Shot is half the Easy Fire, but is 3/4 the cost. That's why I'm comparing the two. I think that the mechanism on the Easy Shot feels a little better than my Easy Fire, especially for consistency between shots. But the value, I don't really feel is here. And I know I'm going on about a $15 blaster, but the Exterminator is $20, and that felt good. So the Easy Shot for $15, it feels okay. But compared to what we got, it's a little tough. In my opinion, the Easy Shot is half the Easy Fire, but isn't half the value, but isn't the same value. It's a weird middle ground. The Easy Crossbow also only comes with 1 mag, which is also another value question. And one of the things that I'm not super pleased about is this. I really like these, like a lot. The Air Warriors 14-round mags that came with the Easy Fire, the Tornado, and I think a couple other blasters. I really was hoping that I'd see one of these. Had the Easy Shot included one of these and the blaster itself for $15, then I would have felt very good about that. In fact, I would have felt that that was an incredible deal. But because it's only including the 1 8-round mag, I feel less good about that. I feel that maybe 13, 12 would have felt really good for it. But considering the retailer for this is Dollar General, 15 is okay, truth be told. It's not a bad blaster at all. I just don't think that the value is the same as the Easy Fire, which I really like when Air Warriors goes above and beyond with their value packages. The Easy Fire comes with 2 of the 14-round mags, the stock, and then the blaster itself, all for $20 at a retailer like Target. So do forgive me that value is kind of the question, but it really does need to be this time. But apart from my slight sort of nitpicks on value, what do I think of the Easy Shot itself? I like it, actually. I think it's a very simple package. It's not super stable to shoot. It's a little hard to aim, especially with Slam Fire. But the Easy Fire was also sort of the same way. There's a lot of motion between shots, but you don't have that stock to brace you. Thankfully, the Easy Shot is light enough that it doesn't really matter, but at the same time, I like it a lot. I think it's a nice little nimble package, and it happens to sit in a nice little middle ground for people who aren't ready to spec into something big. I definitely think my little nitpicks with the grip and the pricing aside, it's a fantastic offering. And I'm happy to see that Air Warriors is, 1, keeping the AccuBlast darts around, 2, keeping this series around, which is super nice. And 3, I'm just happy to get another blaster in some of those crucial retailers, i.e. Dollar General. But that's going to be my video review on the Air Warriors Easy Shot, a nice little nimble package that hasn't really seen any coverage. But if you like what I do around here, feel free to like and subscribe. Definitely helps the channel out a bunch, and I'm going to try to get you a couple of first looks on blasters from those more underground retailers, if you would. That's why I spent a good amount of time with this being the conclusion to my Dollar General series. Or is it? The reason I say or is it is because I spotted something else. The Blitz 6, which I'll be covering in the next video. So, surprise, extra review from me. But if you have a specific blaster that you want to see, especially of the new non-Pro Series releases, let me know. And before you request it, the Desperado and the Lancer I'm already planning to review. The Lancer is actually right next to me as I'm filming, so you'll probably see that one soon as well. But remember, even though I recommended it, it doesn't mean you need to buy it. If the Easy Shot doesn't stick to you or whatever, then don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about this one. Remember, only purchase what you need, not just what a reviewer told you to. And with that, take it easy.